Well, all right, welcome back to As It Should Be. Paul Berlino here in the world famous As It Should Be studios. And, well, it's time for another track versus track video. And not only is it time for another track versus track video, it's time for another Who versus Kinks track versus track. Yeah, I'm going to be putting 1965's Kinda Kinks, right, which is their second album, against the debut of The Who from 1965, which is My Generation. Now, this is the US version of the My Generation album, but I'm doing the UK versions of both the Kinks album and The Who. I'm just showing you this because this is the only vinyl copy that I have here. I have a... I do have a UK version of the vinyl in the archives, but this is what I have here, so this is what I'm showing. However, I do have the Super Deluxe 5 CD box set of My Generation, which actually has the original cover. So, there we go. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, two great 1965 albums. I actually had wanted to do the first Kinks album against this first Who album, and the reason why I didn't do that is because the track number doesn't line up. Kinks has one or two fewer tracks. I think the Who has 12, and I think the Kinks has like 14 tracks or something. I don't remember, whatever it was. Either way, the tracks line up on these. That's why I'm doing them, and they're both 1965. But my tally sheet, Who first, Kinda Kinks. Okay. And edit. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have my track lists up, and you didn't need to watch me tape my track lists up, so edit. All right, but anyway, so let's get on with it. By the way, I also need to mention I gave you a pop-up with the Kinks album. Have the Kinks album, I just don't have one here. In fact, I got Kinda Kinks in 1983 at a record store called Looney Tunes in the 50-cent bin. It was a mono US copy. I mean, it wasn't in very good condition, which is why it was in the 50-cent bin, but yeah, I mean, I picked that up in the 50-cent bin, and that was the copy I had listened to for years. But yeah, anyway, well, let's get started. Track number 1 on the Kinks album is Look For Me Baby, and that goes up against track number 1 on the Who album, which is Out in the Streets. Ooh, Out in the Street. Man. Yeah, that's a really easy one. I mean, Look For Me Baby, I really like that. So I mean, I love both these albums. And Look For Me Baby, I always thought was a really great kind of mid-tempo opener for the Kinks album. But it's not going to even touch Out in the Street. Out in the Street, it's just like this balls to the wall, just rocker from the Who. I mean, like they come out just like. I mean, that's one of the hardest rock and Who tracks, actually, of all time, of any era, is Out in the Street from this album. Yeah, that takes it easily. And all right, so the Who get the first point. Okay. All right, so track number 2 from the Kinks is Got My Feet on the Ground, and that goes up against track number 2 on the Who album, which is I Don't Mind. Yeah, which is a James Brown cover. There's a couple of James Brown covers on this album. That's one of which is I Don't Mind. And you know what? The Who do a pretty damn good version. I mean, all things considered, I think the Who's version is not bad. And but I Don't Mind versus Got My Feet on the Ground. Yeah, you know what? I'm giving that to the Who. So there you go. That's how pretty good the Who's version of I Don't Mind is. I'm giving them the win. Okay. All right, so track number 3 for the Kinks is Nothing in This World Stop Me Worrying About That Girl. And goes up against track number 3 on the Who, which is The Good's Gone. You know what? Wow. The Who gets another one. You know, I really love both the Kinks and the Who. I got into them around the same time, and they were both kind of always neck and neck for me. I really don't know which band I love more. I don't know if I love the Who more or the Kinks. They're just they stand right side by side, and I love both these albums. I don't know if I really love one more than the other, but so far the Who's wiping the floor. And one of the great things actually about these records is that there aren't a lot of covers on these albums. These are mostly original material from these guys, and which was pretty rare for early in the catalogs of these British groups. But the Who and the Kinks, I mean, they came out swinging. Well, the first Kinks album actually has a lot of covers, but this album, like Ray's writing like crazy. But where are we at? I'm babbling so much. I'm losing my place. Track number four on the Kinks is Naggin' Woman. And that goes up against track number 4 on The Who, which is La 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 Lies. Well, that one is really easy because Naggin' Woman is a super lame blues cover, completely going against everything I just said about these albums. But yeah, La 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 Lies, The Who. The Who, 4-0, The Who have this. Whew. Okay. All right, well, track number 5 on The Kinks is Wonder Where My Baby Is Tonight. A Dave sung tune. Well, he also sings Naggin' Woman, but Naggin' Woman doesn't matter because I don't like that song. Track number 5 on The Who is Much Too Much. Woo! Okay, you know what? The Who gets another one. Damn, Kinks. No, really, I love The Who and the Kinks equally, but the Kinks are absolutely being destroyed here. Okay. Track number 6, the last tracks on side 1 of each album. Track number 6 on the Kinks is Tired of Waiting for You. Oh, man. An absolutely incredible single. And that goes up against track number 6 on The Who, which is the title track, My Generation. An absolutely incredible single. Oh, shit. Oh. Tired of Waiting for You versus My Generation. Ooh. It's been really, really easy so far, and then suddenly hit with a Sophie's Choice. Tired of Waiting for You versus My Generation. Oh. I don't know if I can choose between these two. Tired of Waiting for You. Oh. See, I'm leaning in a particular direction, but I don't know if I can do it. Because if I go in this direction, that means I'm choosing against this one, and I want to go in that direction too. But if I take this one, then I'm going against this one, and I want to. Yeah, you see how this works? Oh. Ooh. Oh man, okay. Oh. I'm slowly picking up my tally sheet here because I'm still trying to decide, and I'm tired of Waiting for You versus My Generation. This is really fucking hard. I think a lot of people, well, no, I was going to say a lot of people would choose My Generation, but I think a lot of people would choose Tired of Waiting also. Ooh. Fuck it, you know what? Oh, I'm giving it to the Kinks. Oh. By that much. Barely. And I mean barely. And believe me, it hurts to go against My Generation. But I'm going to give it to the Kinks. I'm going to give it to the Kinks. The Kinks finally get one. Oh, okay. Alright, so track number 7, which is opening track on side 2 of Kinda Kinks. A pretty decent cover of Dancing in the Street. It's not bad. It's not great. It's okay. That goes up against the track number 7, the opening track on side 2 of My Generation, which is The Kids Are Alright. The Who. The Who get that by miles. That's not even a contest. Oh, well, we already know who's going to win this, but let's see how it goes from here on out. So track number 8 on Kinda Kinks is Don't Ever Change. And that goes up against track number 8 on My Generation, which is the other James Brown cover, Please, Please, Please. You know, both James Brown covers, The Who do really great versions. I mean, I think, yeah, I think their cover of Please, Please Me is good too. Or Please, Please Me. Please, Please, Please. But I'm going to give it to the Kinks. I'm going to give that to the Kinks. Yeah. Now, if it was James Brown doing Please, 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 well. But, you know, The Who doing Please, 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 I'm going with the Kinks. Okay, so track number 9 on Kinda Kinks is Come On Now. It's getting late and we better go. Another Dave sung tune, and that goes up against track number 9 on My Generation, which is It's Not True. And you know what? That is also very easy. The Kinks. The Kinks get it. Ooh, the Kinks have 3 now. Ooh. All right. Yeah, Come On Now over It's Not True. I like It's Not True, but Come On Now is way better, I think. Okay, so track number 10 on Kinda Kinks is So Long. Kind of a really great little folky, acoustic-y Ray number. Kind of somewhat sophisticated, I would say, for this era of the Kinks. And that goes up against number 10 on The Who, which is I'm a Man, which is a cover. Well, the Kinks get another one. Damn, the Kinks are starting to come up behind The Who here. This is I didn't see this coming. Okay, so track number 11 on Kinda Kinks is You Shouldn't Be Sad. I'm going like this because I have the list. It's kind of behind the mic here, and I have to like look around. You Shouldn't Be Sad. Oh, man, that's a good one. Against track number 11 on My Generation, which is A Legal Matter. Ooh, a great Pete. I think that's the only Pete lead vocal. Yeah, it's the only Pete lead vocal on this album. Great song. Great vocal, as always, by Pete. But you know what? I'm giving that to the Kinks. Holy shit. The Kinks, The Who are now in the lead by only 1. Man, okay, all right. Well, this last one is going to determine, this track number 12 is going to determine if it's a tie or if the Who win. So track number 12 on Kinda Kinks is Something Better Beginning. Track number 12 on My Generation, The Ox. Great instrumental, named after John Entwistle. John Entwistle's nickname, The Ox. But you know what, man? Effortlessly, the Kinks get that. It is a tie. It's a tie. Yep, it is a tie. The Who and the Kinks tied. As it should be. See, there you go. Did I not tell you I loved them both equally? It was looking pretty bad for the Kinks for a while there, but man, they really came out swinging in the latter half of this. Yeah, see, that's the thing that's so fun about these is you really don't know how it's going to go. I mean, I do kind of find that the album that I like more does have a tendency to get more points, which I guess would stand to reason, but I don't know. You never know. You never know. All right. Well, anyway, thank you everybody for watching this dumb fun. That's the thing. This is all just dumb fun, and I'm here to provide the dumb fun. So everybody, thank you for watching these videos, and thank you for subscribing. But if you haven't subscribed, perhaps subscribe. And if you do subscribe, click the little bell because you're going to want notifications. And thank you to shout out to Ralph Vieira, aka Dr. Buck of the Almost Human channel. He is the guy who started. He's the guy who started the whole track versus track phenomenon that's sweeping the nation. And I salute him. And, well, come back on Tuesday. What am I talking about? Come back on Thursday. Crystal Durant and Tommy Von Voigt are going to be back here in the world-famous As It Should Be Studios, and we're going to be counting down, or we're going to be discussing our top 10 favorite albums of 1962. Yeah, the 60s are continuing, and things are going to start getting real pretty soon. But come in for 1962, and let's see how that goes, huh? All right, everybody, thank you. See you next time.